May I have your lordship's kind leave to commence the proceedings?
Yes.
May I request the learned Additional Solicitor General to deliver his speech?
Honorable the Chief Justice, Honorable Judges, Mrs. Justice Sivagnanam, the family members of Honorable the Chief Justice, the Deputy Solicitor Generals, and the office bearers of the three wings of the Bar Association, the members of registry, respected senior advocates, and all those present. Few hours ago, I had the privilege to say something about my Lord the Chief Justice at Seski Centenary Building. Now I was thinking what is to be added anew. And I took note of something which I should address. Actually, it shall not be out of place to mention that when my Lord the Chief Justice joined here in 2021, Honorable the then Chief Justice Sanjeev Banerjee of the Madras High Court informed me that now we are sending one of the illustrious judges, not only as a judge, but as a man as well. And we had the privilege to experience that. My first appearance to experience that was in court number 16. That was relating to the constitutional validity of the Income Tax Act. Injunction was diffused. And my Lord the Chief Justice took 5 minutes to dismiss the appeal. Thereafter, the journey went on, public interest litigation, constitutional validity, freedom fighters pension, passport matters, the DGFT matters, the company matters, and all those. What I have discovered, and I had discovered, was that dispensing justice with smiling face, that Mr. Amjad Ali referred to in the Seski Centenary, smiling face but very stubborn and firm. That apart, what we have experienced in your Lordship, that your Lordship is one of the finest men I have ever seen in my life. Not only of 47 years standing at the bar here practice, but right from my childhood. Your Lordship approached human aspect in each and every matter, not only while dispensing justice, but also when administering the court matters. It reminds me one of the famous addresses of Mahatma Gandhi in his Ahmedabad speech on trade union movement, that the concept of bossing has to be given go by. This is colonial. What has to be done is development of human relation to get the best out of a person. And that is why this in India, the Human Rights Development Department and sources have developed. Your Lordship has developed that for administering justice and administering the court affairs, and enjoy the trust of the millions to be followed by the posterity. Now, during the course of my experience and interaction with your Lordship as Additional Solicitor General of India in some matters regarding the administration and all that, and thereafter, I found a similarity of a reference of Lord Krishna in Bhagavad Gita. I address Mr. Justice Jayamalla Bagchi that your Lordship has acquired one of the rarest qualities of wisdom. Well, now I can say about your Lordship that your Lordship has acquired the rarest of rarest quality of Sthita Pragya in the Bhagavad Gita, which Mr. Chaudhary referred to while addressing Mr. Justice Bagchi. Now, what is Sthita Pragya? There is some doubt in the minds, whether it is wisdom, whether it is something more, or what are the elements of Sthita Pragya. There again I go back to Bhagavad Gita and say, when Lord Krishna said, Dukkhe sanudvigna mana Sukheshu vigato sprihaha, vitorago bhayakradaha, sitadhi muniruchyate. Either in sorrow or in joy or pleasure, who is balanced, who has no anger and wrath against anybody, and is stable. And this is possible only because something over and above wisdom. Now, this has been again explained by Lord Krishna in Bhagavad Gita, who is Sthita Pragya. Siddha siddho mana panu labha labho jaya jayo saurutva. If all these two elements, Siddha siddho mana panu, are put on the weighing machine, the result is same. Weight is same. Therefore, that is the way to maintain Sthita Pragya in day-to-day life. Now, Mr. S.N. Mukherjee, then Advocate General, Learned Advocate General, on your Lordship's swearing-in ceremony, addressed that we shall be expecting your Lordship to be elevated to Supreme Court, and both the Bar Association of Madras High Court and the Calcutta High Court shall rejoice. But again, I refer to Shakespeare, Hamlet, to be or not to be. It was not to be. But if I eliminate not to be and I say to be, it is the continuation of the work, even after retirement. So many people have time and again said this. That is, work never ends. It may be more illustrious, more greater responsibility. We do not know what God has bestowed upon your Lordship. Now I refer to T.S. Eliot, one of the finest Anglo-American dramatic poet, who established a Hindu society in Boston and was very much acquainted with Bhagavad Gita, Upanishad and all that, where Eliot has described farewell as such. No farewell in life as such, only walking onward. And Eliot derives this idea in 4 quarters, one of his famous writings, from Lord Krishna's advisory to Arjuna in Bhagavad Gita. Not farewell, but fare forward, voyagers. Our culture is continuation of life and work, and there is no farewell. Eliot again says, time is one and unified whole, continuous flow with no compartmental beginning or end. Time present and time past are both perhaps present in time future, and time future contained in time past. If all time is eternally present, all time is unredeemable. Therefore, the essence of time, which we are now saying by organizing this farewell ceremony, that we are bidding your Lordship farewell and your Lordship is demitting office, is not the conclusion. Then again, I am going back to Shakespeare, that we had the privilege to see in your Lordship the famous saying of Shakespeare, the sobriety thy name is judge. We have experienced that. That apart, our going on in the world will be intrinsically leavened with your congenial presence. I firmly believe that generations after generations who will be practicing at Calcutta High Court and will have the privilege to go through the letters of law, will have the deepest respect for your Lordship in the future to come. I wish your Lordship long life, good health, and pray again on our scriptures, Ayamaramho, Shubhaya Bhavatu, there is no end, my Lord.
May I request the President of the Bar Library Club to deliver his speech.
My Lord the Chief Justice, honorable judges, my colleagues of the bar, ladies and gentlemen who have come from Chennai, including, my Lord, ladies who have come from Chennai. My Lord, we are very proud of our High Court, Calcutta High Court. I think all of us are proud. But your lordship came from Madras High Court, which is no less famous than Calcutta High Court. Now, lordship is aware of the stalwarts of the bar, the Madras High Court, starting from pre-1956 days, when people like Mr. M.K. Nambiar, K. Segde and others practiced, including Mr. Subbarao, who became the Chief Justice of the entire Southern Bar was in Madras. Then even after 1956, there are many stalwarts like Mr. Govind Swaminathan, who I was privileged to hear in my very younger days, an outstanding advocate, and others. And they've been stalwarts among the judiciary as well. So when your lordship could develop under Mr. Gandhi's stewardship a substantial practice in Madras Bar, it says something. Because in the luminary and the stalwarts of Madras Bar, lordship could develop an outstanding practice, and then of course distinguish yourself as a judge, which is of course not a mean performance. Now, my lord, all judges cannot go to the Supreme Court. Now, my lord, some of the judges have to do justice to us, whether it be in Calcutta or in Madras. Going to Supreme Court or not going to Supreme Court, we always want the good judges to also remain with us. Well, I will only mention 4 outstanding judges, not more, who didn't go to the Supreme Court. There's Chagla did not go of his own choice. The P.B. Chakraborty, whom we all know, did not go out of his own choice. And just Chitotosh Mukherjee, whom all of us know, and Mr. P.V. Desai, whom we got to know when he was here. So, going to Supreme Court, retiring as Chief Justice of Calcutta High Court, to my mind, our mind, the Bar Library Club, is as much an honor, as retiring as a Supreme Court judge, because that has, many ifs and buts, lot of, between the cup and the lip, there's a lot of, slips take place, so, let me not, get into that. Now, what is good, I am here, lordship develop, a taste for Bengali vegetarian food. Now, Bengali vegetarian food, very few people, don't realize outside Bengal, is substantial and varied. People do proper Bengali vegetarian food, but not our generation. My mother's generation, who could cook proper Bengali vegetarian food, is outstanding. The diet of a Tamilian Brahmin, Iyengar or Ayar, is a Bengali widow's diet. Orthodox Tamilian, I'm not talking about current, I'm talking about someone like Mr. Parasaran, for example, an orthodox person like him, who will not even drink from a glass, touching it to his lip, that's a Bengali widow's diet. So, that diet also, is substantially, good, and I'm told, lordship is liking. Only difficulty, is Bangalore has, started so many Bengalis there, some good Bengali restaurants. The Madras ones, Chennai ones are, not of that quality. If, the 2 I know are prepared to go everywhere, can be persuaded. Well, I'll have a word, can be persuaded. I don't know the Bengali, customer base of, in Chennai. That will, they'll examine that. Lordship can, still get some Bengali food, not look at Savannah. Savannah was not there earlier, it was more, Mathura and Polymar and so on. So, in that sense, I think, lordship, a man is best off, in his home and familiar surroundings. So, lordship must have enjoyed your lordship's life here. But nonetheless, lordship may be happier in Chennai among your familiar surroundings. And even though you're liking for Bengali food, the Tamilian food may be more welcome at occasion. Leaving that aside, all farewells will not have a tinge of sadness. Because farewell means there's a parting of ways. It's more so when we feel that one of us is going away. That's the feeling we all have here, that lordship had given a sense of belonging to this High Court, try to do something for the High Court. For example, the lawyers are very keen. They have told me, that designation of senior advocates were pending for 8 years. So lordship apparently came and changed that. That is doing something for the bar, and lordship wouldn't have done it. I should lordship felt for the bar that something should be done. Well, I will not dilate any more. There are others who will be speaking. All I can say, we are a little sad, no doubt about it, but nonetheless, we feel happy. Every cloud is silver lining, as I said the other day, I think lordship will have a happy life in retirement, in your own familiar surroundings. There can't be anything better than that in your lordship life. I wish my Lordship, my Lord, prosperity, my Lord, and long health, my Lord, good health, your Lordship, life, my Lord. Thank you.
May I request the President of the Bar Association to deliver his speech?
My Lord the Chief Justice, my Lord the Chief Justice of Odisha High Court, my Lords, respected Mrs. Sivagnanam and other respected family members, the learned Additional Solicitor General of India, the office bearers of Bar Library Club and Incorporated Law Society, all members of the bar, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of members of the Bar Association, High Court, Calcutta, I pay our humble respects and offer warm greetings to the Honorable Chief Justice on his Lordship's retirement as the Chief Justice of Calcutta High Court. My Lord, it is a matter of great pride for us, members of the Bar Association, that his Lordship is a member of the Bar Association. And we are also proud of the fact that your Lordship remembers the fact of membership. Even 1 hour ago, in the function organized by Bar Association and Incorporated Law Society, your Lordship mentioned that your Lordship is a member of the Bar Association. My Lord, we treat your Lordship as a member of the Bar Association family, and we are really very sorry that we will be missing a member of our Bar Association family from tomorrow. But, my Lord, I hope and pray that your Lordship will continue the membership of the Bar Association even after your Lordship shifts to Tamil Nadu. My Lord, retirement is not the end of the judicial career. It is merely the end of a chapter in life and entry into another chapter. We are sure that in your new chapter in life, your Lordship will attain even greater heights and will continue to work for the judicial fraternity and the society in general. The members of your Bar Association family most humbly wish long and happy and joyous life to your Lordship. May Lord kindly remember that your Lordship will always remain in the hearts of your Bar Association family. And one humble request, if ever your Lordship comes to Calcutta, kindly spare some time to visit your family in the Bar Association. And my Lord, one further request, kindly don't forget us.
May I request the Vice President of the Incorporated Law Society to deliver his speech?
My Lord the Chief Justice, my Lords, my Lord Justice Harish Tandon, the Honorable Chief Justice of Odisha High Court, Lord the learned Additional Solicitor General, the Deputy Solicitor Generals, the members and the office bearers of the 3 wings of the bar, and the members of the registry, the family members of the Honorable Chief Justice, my Lords. Lord, decades back, I remember seeing a movie which was produced by late Satyajit Ray. The movie was called Aguntuk, meaning stranger. It was a story based on a stranger who's visiting a family, claiming to be the maternal uncle of the lady of the house, who had never seen or spoken to him. Now, to start with, there was a mixed feelings full of skepticism and apprehensions in the minds of the family members. But with the passage of time, considering the stranger's amiable behavior, his knowledge of the world, his openness, kind-heartedness, he won over the family and the family members became in awe with him and started treating him as a part of his family. They cried when he left them. I find a striking resemblance between the storyline and what is happening today. Lord, since you're taking an oath as a puisne judge of this honorable court on 25th of October 2021, your judicial temperament, your intellect, coupled with your humility, patience, and fairness to litigants and to the members of the bar, won over our heart. Soon thereafter, you being appointed as the Honorable Chief Justice of this Honorable Court on 11th of May 2023, you not only continued to be a part of our legal fraternity, but we looked upon you as the head of our family. The litigants may have lost or won in your court, but as lawyers, we never felt lost, as each of us were heard with same patience and attention. You had a rare gift of making everyone in your courtroom feel seen and heard, be it advocates, be it anxious, unrepresented litigants. You carried the heavy burden of judicial office with grace and dignity. At the same time, maintaining firmness when required, but never forgetting the human element in the cold letter of the law. In short, you enhanced the prestige of the chair on which you sat. Today, it is a moment of mixed emotions. A state of sadness prevails as your lordships will be missed in this courtroom tomorrow. At the same time, we express our deep gratitude for your service to this institution and for maintaining tradition and standards of this institution. I, on behalf of the members of ILS and the members of the bar, wish you a long, healthy, and happy retirement. May your next chapter be as fulfilling as the one you are now concluding, my lords.
May I request the Honorable the Chief Justice T.S. Sivagnanam to address the House.
My respected colleagues on the dais, Honorable Justice Harish Tandon, Honorable Chief Justice of the Orissa High Court, and my former colleague, the learned Additional Solicitor General, the Deputy Solicitor General, and the other senior standing counsel of the Union of India, the President and Secretary and office bearers of the Bar Library Club, the President, Secretary, and other office bearers of the Bar Association, the President, Secretary, and office bearers and members of the Incorporated Law Society, all senior and junior members of the bar, my family, the learned advocates who have come from Chennai, the learned Registrar General and her companion registrars, the Secretary, the Additional Secretary, and the Officer on Special Duty of the Chief Justice Secretariat, and the other staff members of this, other officers and staff of the High Court at Calcutta, as well as the circuit benches at Jalpaiguri and Port Blair, and as well as in the Judges Guest House at Bijan Bhavan. Persons who have joined this program through live streaming, special guests, members of the print and visual media, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon to all of you. Today, as I address you for the last time as the Chief Justice of the High Court at Calcutta, thousands of memories are passing in my mind. I am touched by the emotions received from all corners since couple of weeks, and more particularly today, where all the speakers have spoken such wonderful things about me. Apart from what had happened in the past 1 week, my memory takes me back to this very courtroom number 1, when I was appointed as a judge of the High Court at Calcutta, immediately after the Durga Puja 2021. And my first sitting, my then Chief Justice, Honorable Justice Prakash Srivatsav, constituted the division bench. And I had the privilege of sitting with the Honorable Justice Harish Tandon. Though for a week, 1 week, but it was a wonderful experience. And thereafter, I've sat with several judges. Of course, the longest spell was with Honorable Justice Hiranmay Bhattacharya. And probably the next longest spell is with Honorable Justice Chaitali Chatterjee Das. But other judges I have sat. So it was a very enriching experience. Working in the High Court at Calcutta had always been a pleasure. As I've said on two earlier occasions, both on last Thursday as well as about 1.5 hours back, I did not have much difficulty in adapting to the surroundings or the system at the High Court of Calcutta. Probably it is because I also come from a Chartered High Court. So I practiced in the Chartered High Court, where similar to the Calcutta High Court, there is a very robust original site. There are admiralty matters. There are testamentary matters highly contested. But little did I know that one matter which was assigned to our bench, along with myself and Justice Abhishesh Bhattacharya, it will go on for 1 year and 4 months. In the wildest of dreams, I did not think so. My Chief Justice called me and said, there are several honorable judges who can't take up this matter because at some stage of the proceedings they have appeared. So I want to assign it, and there is a direction from the Honorable Supreme Court fixing timelines. Then I said, my Chief Justice says, how can I say no? Then he says, you choose a partner. Then 14 people can't hear the matter, what to do? Then I spoke to Justice Abhishesh Bhattacharya. He said, yes, it went on. But somehow within 1.5 months, if I'm right, after we reserved judgment, we delivered judgment. Matter is now lying in Supreme Court. So that was a very enriching experience where all seniors were there, super seniors were there. Much has been said about me that parting is painful, etc. Of course, there is a sort of tinge of sadness is there. But still, every judge who is appointed at whatever level he is, he knows that he has to retire. That is something like getting into a train. You purchase your ticket, your station comes, you better alight. So otherwise you become a ticketless traveler, liable for prosecution. So therefore, I knew that on 15th of September 2025, I'm going to demit office. In between, it is like, of course, not in this gathering, in the gathering in the auditorium, much was said about what could have happened to me. Why was it not done? Here, this is not a time to make an autopsy of all that. At times, it becomes like a carrot and the stick. So therefore, you can never catch the carrot however fast you run. No regrets. With all your good wishes, blessings, etc., everybody has said there will be a second chapter. Let us see what is the chapter. I'm yet to decide what I want to do. So let me see as I take things as it comes. In fact, when I was aged about 42, my then Chief Justice, Justice A.P. Shah, who later on went to Delhi as a Chief Justice, but didn't make it to the Supreme Court. He called me to the chamber and he said that I am going to recommend your name. You have to give all the particulars. You meet the secretary and go. I was taken aback. I didn't know what to do. So I went to the secretary. He said, you give me your biodata, you give me your photograph, you give me your income tax returns, you show how many judgments you have argued, how many were reported not. I didn't have a biodata. I had a photograph, but I had my income tax returns. That is the lesson taught by my senior, Mr. Gandhi. He says, you are a self-employed professional. The only thing which will speak for your financial stability is your income tax return. So from day one you enter the profession, please file returns. It may be a nil return, or you file a return with minimum tax, but still you have. So that is how I became an income tax assessee in the year 1986. So I said to the secretary, I've got that paper, you give it. So I was the least prepared about this assignment. I didn't know about it. I was busy in my work, that's it. But 42, the matter went on, went to the Supreme Court, and Supreme Court thought I was too young. And it is not one of an exceptional of the exceptional cases where this fellow can be brought in. So let him wait. They didn't reject my candidature. They put it on hold. They said deferred. So 45 I completed. That's once again I went back. This 3-year period was quite tough. So when I came here, first thing I requested my then Chief Justice to how best we can persuade the matters to recommend names of the bar judges. Because service judges, that pool is there, the data is available to pick up bar judges. But during his lordship's tenure, myself and Justice IP Mukherjee were there. We couldn't make headway. Thereafter, we have done, and with the cooperation of Honorable Justice Harish Tandon was also there, all seniors, we had taken suggestions, and now eventually with the cooperation of Honorable Justice Somanson, the acting Chief Justice designate and Chief Justice of Meghalaya designate, and Honorable Justice Sujoy Paul, 17 names have been recommended. But we do not know what will happen. It doesn't matter if out of 17, 10 comes through. It's a good addition for the High Court, because there is so much of scope to work, so much of work is there. And in fact, I was also feeling very bad in assigning old second appeals, which are 25 years old, 30 years old, because nothing has been moved. And Honorable Supreme Court has set timelines saying that prioritize this, prioritize that. So at the, each honorable judge at least has 3-4 different determinations. I have not even spared the honorable judges who are there in the division bench. We have loaded for them as well. So whenever they get time to sit single, so that's how the system works. Most of them leave the chambers by 8:30. So if some more judges come, are added to the, because 17 clear vacancies are there so far as bar is concerned, and the others recommendations are pending. Let us wait and see what is happening. So if that strength is increased, definitely Calcutta High Court will be greatly benefited. And Mr. Sarkar being a familiar face in the Supreme Court, he can use his good offices to do something for our High Court. And otherwise, being in the administrative committee, as per procedure followed here, you don't get to become a judge in charge or a zonal judge. But nevertheless, as the executive chairman of the State Legal Services Authority, West Bengal, we did substantial work. We did substantial work. All the learned district judges, the DLSA secretaries, the the subdivisional level legal services authority, they all cooperated, and we put West Bengal in the All India map in a significantly high position, which attracted the attention of the National Legal Services Authority. Several schemes we had implemented, and in fact, speaking in the felicitation given by the Judicial Department, I had deliberately listed what are all the infrastructural facilities we have added in this 2.5 years, and also the digital upgradation, to what extent we have achieved. In fact, I can very proudly say that all our courts are, proceedings are live streamed, and we have got a silver button from YouTube as well. And we are in the process of getting a platinum button also, a platinum or gold button or whatever it is. So this is possible because of the cooperation of the bar at every point of time. And all the 3 wings of the bar have extended cooperation with me in the capacity enable me to discharge my administrative duties. Of course, the level of assistance given by the super seniors, the seniors, and the junior advocates is exceptional and commendable. And little did we have any problem in taking a decision in the matter. And I was gifted to be trained under such senior judges who imbibed in me the level of confidence. Because first day, first matter, my senior judge says, dictate. So I also was a little bit hesitant saying that, Lordship, I will reserve. No. Why this diffidence start? So I started till today morning, I continue. At every stage, my senior judges, that hand-holding was there. One senior judge was my professor in the law college, Madras Law College. Then he got elevated he became a district judge, a director court district judge at the age of, I think, 31 or so. He eventually became a High Court judge. He was the junior of Mr. Parasaran, High Court judge. And to my good fortune, I was able to sit with him in the division bench. And he was an expert in criminal law. So what he did was he ensured that single accused life appeals, where death sentence has been awarded, he picked up few of them. And every day he'll say, go slow. Every day we will finish one appeal. I said, Lordship, we'll do two. No. Finish one appeal, send the draft tomorrow morning. So come back to the chamber, prepare the draft for about 15 days or 10 days. And all my chief justices experimented me to the hilt. They gave me 5 determinations at a time, especially this residuary matter in Madras High Court. It's called general miscellaneous. All and sundry, injunction suits will be converted into writ petitions. Though injunction suit, the court fee was less, they will pay 200 and convert it into a writ petition. So that was there. Company matters I have done, a lot of company matters. That's where I had an opportunity to meet senior advocate Mr. S.N. Mukherjee, who is a familiar face in the Madras High Court and company side. But the sad part now is because of tribunalization, slowly things are being carved out. Other day, seniors were saying if they had a matter in NCLT, they can't reach the High Court for any other matter. One day is gone. So in the near future also, I think probably we will be left with FMAs and second appeals and everything slowly goes away. But as I said, the level of assistance given by the London members of the bar was phenomenal. And my law research assistants also, there were 2, Sriparna and Sanjana. They assisted me very well. Of course, I didn't allow them to prepare the judgment. So they used to assist me, give the points, and I had a host of interns from various, I think close to about 40, 45 interns from various institutions and people coming from various states as well, from the Northeast. That, in fact, it was a learning experience for me. My court officers, everybody assisted me. That is, they kept up to my pace. I said, yes, the draft list should be made ready by 5:30. Yes, it will be ready. Then no jumping the queue, etc. I keep a watch on that, but they will not do that. But still, the advocates will feel aggrieved. Suddenly, matter running in the list as item 40 comes up as item 3. Then he will compare yesterday's list, today's list, then action becomes questionable. They have done. My PAs, both of them, Sachin and Pramita, they used to, because they live in Baidyawadi and Chandranagar, I don't ask them to come. So I also trained them in this online dictation. So while at Bijan Bhavan, every Saturday and Sunday, we start at 10, close by 2:30. Camera muted, audio on, dictate. Same Sunday, start at 10, close by 1:30. Monday morning, the draft is ready. So I have never reserved and kept matters pending, etc. Because the clients will start questioning the members of the bar. what has happened, what little is known, you apply the law and deliver the judgment on the matter. If the client feels or the advocate feels I am wrong, there are avenues for appeal. So of course, if I want, I can keep on mentioning names after names. I moved to the official residence of the Chief Justice in Old Baliganj Road. There, the assistant registrar, the staff members, etc. They are very courteous, but unfortunately, their salary is very, very meager. So I was able to do something with the assistance of the state government to get them a monthly allowance, because all of them are there in the premises for 7 days a week. There are a lot of things to be done. Of course, my wife couldn't join me initially because of other problems. Not, I won't say problems, other commitments and duties at Chennai. And my sisters, both of them are here. My son, daughter-in-law, granddaughter, the younger son, and the learned members of the bar from Chennai, they are all traveled here. My former juniors and now very active practitioner, and a practitioner from Madurai bench. She has come all the way. So if I keep, I'll have to hold up all of you till 6 p.m. or 7 p.m. If I keep. So I thank each one of you who have played a role in the discharge of my duties as a Chief Justice, both on the judicial side and the administrative side, and the support extended by my family to fulfill this divine obligation. Thank you very much. Jai Hind.
May I have the leave of your lordship to declare the proceedings as concluded? The proceedings are hereby declared as concluded.